In this video, you're going to find out how to get traffic by getting involved, which sounds kind of scary, especially if you think I'm telling you to get involved in some organization that sucks up all your free time, cuts you off from your family, and convinces you to drink poison Kool-Aid. Now, just relax. This video has nothing to do with joining a cult. I'm talking about getting involved in your niche. Take a look around your niche and you're sure to see plenty of conversations happening right this moment. I'm talking about the sort of conversations that are capturing a lot of attention and have lots of folks discussing some controversial topic or niche news. Even the people who haven't joined in on these discussions are closely following the topic to see how it develops. So here's the thing, you can get eyeballs on your site simply by joining in on these conversations. And in this video, you'll discover 3 ways to do that, including joining the existing conversation directly, blogging about trending topics, and using social media to get in on trending topics. So let's start by looking at how to join the existing conversations directly. What you want to do here is find the busiest forums, blogs, and social media pages and groups, such as Facebook groups, and then monitor these places regularly for hot topics. Of course, these are topics which are generating a lot of discussion, views, shares, and likes. Let's suppose you run a site related to American football, so you keep your eye on other football-related sites. Perhaps an extremely popular football player commits a crime or gets into some public spat with his wife. You can be sure this topic is going to blow up as people rush to take sides on the issue. As people start discussing it and blogging about it, you can jump in on the conversation also. You can do this by commenting on relevant news articles on major news outlet sites, commenting on blog posts, commenting on related YouTube videos, replying on social media posts, and so on. Now, there are 2 keys to turning your comment into traffic. The first key is to make sure your comment is well thought out. Okay, if you're just posting stuff like, I agree, or posting irrelevant thoughts, or maybe posting a line or 2 just so you can drop a link, you're not going to get anyone caring about what you're saying. Instead, what you need to do is offer something to the conversation that hasn't been mentioned yet, or even if it's something that has been talked about on the periphery of the conversation, you might want to delve in a little deeper. In other words, post something that's thought-provoking, post something unique, post something that will get people replying directly to you. If you're wondering what sorts of posts get these sorts of responses, just check your niche right now on trending topics and read the discussions. Take notes of what types of responses are getting the most visibility in terms of likes, thumbs up responses, etc. Then you just ask yourself, what is it about these replies that gets attention and gets a reaction? In what ways are they controversial, thought-provoking, or just plain useful? And is there some other factor that's affecting it, like maybe the reputation of the person who posted the comment? Basically, you can reverse engineer this content and then model your own discussion points after these types of successful posts. Now, the second key to making this traffic tactic work for you is to leave an intriguing link. One of the best ways to do this is to post a really intriguing discussion point and then say something like, you can read more about this in depth here, and then drop a link to your blog or social media account. If you whet your readers' appetites with something that's thought-provoking or even controversial, you can be pretty sure they're going to click through to read more about it. As mentioned, you can link to a social media post or even a blog post, which brings us to our next point. The second way to get traffic by getting involved in your niche is to blog about trending or controversial topics. When you see developing news in your niche that you just know is going to turn into a big deal, don't wait around to comment on other people's viewpoints. Instead, what you want to do is lead by being one of the first people to blog about it. Get the scoop. But here's the key. Don't just summarize the facts of the news story. Instead, you want to share your opinions. Tell people how it'll affect them. If needed, offer solutions. But give them something they're not getting anywhere else. After you've done that, then go out in your niche and seek out hot conversations on other people's blogs. But instead of putting your comments in the other person's blog, put your comments on your blog and use a trackback link whenever allowed. What this does is it brings traffic back to your site, and it might even start a conversation directly with the other blog owner. And of course, this is good exposure for you, right? Now, once you've published a post on a hot topic, then promote this post by telling your newsletter readers about it and your social media followers about it. Which brings us to our final point. The third way to get traffic by getting involved is to use social media to get in on these trending topics. Social platforms like Twitter and Facebook let you use hashtags to join in on conversations, and both of these sites are going to show you what's trending as far as topics. Have you ever seen those pigs that find truffles? You know, they snuffle and root around until they find the goods. Now you're going to kind of do the same thing. Your job is to root out the niche relevant conversations to see which hashtags are being used. Also, to see which ones are popular. Then you can join in on the niche discussion, being sure to include the popular hashtags in your post. You see, this is how it works. If your Facebook page or your Twitter account is open to the public, then your hashtags are searchable by everyone. This means that if you use popular hashtags and post carefully thought out comments about a trending topic, that can then bring you new followers to your social media pages. In turn, you can turn these followers into traffic on your own site by directing them to relevant blog posts, reports, videos, infographics, or any other kind of content that you have on your site. So there you have it in a nutshell. 3 proven ways to get traffic by getting involved in the existing conversations in your niche. This is pretty easy, really. And it's something you can do right now, so I do suggest you give it a whirl. You might be surprised by your results. Next up, you'll want to be sure you aren't overlooking an awesome traffic source. You're not going to want to miss this one, okay? I'll see you there.